Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today is a bit of a special one for me because this is actually my personal car. It's a car I've had for probably over 6 months now, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And to quote Matt from High Peak Autos, if anybody's watching him, I've massively overspent on this car. Nothing mechanical. The car is absolutely bulletproof. Cosmetic wise is where I kind of went a little bit overboard, in the sense that I've spent well over £3,000 on stuff I really didn't need, to be honest, but I made it the way I like it, right? And yeah, it's going up for sale. The reason it's going up for sale is because I recently got myself something else. Unfortunately, I've gone full electric, and I will be selling my trusted Mercedes E-Class. This is going to be a long video. You probably know it's going to be a long video because you've already clicked on it, so you know how long it's going to be. But this is going to be a long video because there's so much to talk about this thing. And I've spent, like I said, time and money, and I've put my sweat, blood, and tears in this car, and I absolutely love every single bit of how it turned out, right? So let me just start off with giving you some details about the car, and then we're gonna jump inside and I'm gonna show you all the interior features and gizmos and gadgets and everything that this car comes with. This is gonna be probably the first video when I'm gonna do a full edit, whereas I film the car during the daytime and then I'll film it again at nighttime, and I'll try to like combine the two videos together, just so you can see how the car looks like at night as well, because it is mental. Right, so this is a Mercedes E220 E-Class, obviously. It is a 7-speed automatic gearbox. It is a saloon, and it's got a 2.1 actually, liter diesel engine. It puts out, well, it used to put out 174 brake horsepower. I've just done a stage 1 on it, and now it has 220 brake horsepower, and it has 500 newton meters of torque, up from 400 newton meters of torque. So it is rapid as well, like it's quick. It is ULEZ compliant. It is Euro 6, so you can drive it around Bristol, Birmingham, London, and all the areas with the ULEZ zone. So you don't need to pay any ULEZ charges. It was first registered on the 30th of September 2015, so it is a late 2015 model. And it's got a valid MOT until the 29th of April 2026. More than happy to put 12 months MOT on it because I know it will absolutely fly through it. Road tax, it's got the road tax on. I haven't put it into trade yet, so it's still in my name. I can still drive it, although I'm not driving it anymore, but I can still drive it absolutely fine. The road tax is only £35, which is phenomenal, like really, really good. Insurance group is 33E, so it's quite low in the insurance bracket, and basically means it's not going to break the bank to insure this thing. Fuel economy, absolutely fantastic. So you can get 47 miles per gallon around town, 64.2 miles per gallon on a motorway run, and I know that 0.2 because I've actually achieved the 64.2 miles per gallon, which the manufacturers recommend. And you can't do that on a lot of cars, to be honest, because they seem to be quite overly optimistic with the figures, but this one, absolutely no problems. And the combined fuel economy is about 56.5 miles per gallon. It's got a top speed of 141 miles per hour, and it's got a 0 to 60 time of 8.2 seconds, which obviously now has gone down since I've done the stage 1 on it. The last MOT back in April this year, 2025, passed with only 2 advisories, and those were the front 2 tires, and those have been addressed, I tell you that much, because basically I've not long ago bought these brand new alloys along with 4 brand new tires, and you can still see it still has the these dots on them. So the tires are pretty much brand new. I don't think I've done more than like 2,000 miles in them, if that. It's got brand new brake discs and pads all around, because why not? So yeah, the tires are fantastic and the alloys are great. Let me start from the front with what I've done cosmetically to it. So first of all, change the star from a silver one. So I've fully dechromed the car. I personally love the dark blue on black, and it had chrome, and I no, don't like it. So I've changed the bonnet badge to a fully black one. I was tempted to go for the raised up star, and then my missus said no. And I didn't, because it really doesn't look good star on star. So I've put the black one on there. It's got the upgraded AMG front grille with the light up star, and you're probably going to see this a lot better when I do the night shot with it. I've got the headlights tinted as well, and it's got 4D number plates, which are really good because they are glossy black, same as the front grille, same as the star, same as the alloys. So yeah, so that's at the front. It's got a chameleon tint on the windscreen, and I know some people don't like it, some people love it. I am in the group of the people that loves the chameleon tint, purely because it gives you a lot more protection from the UV rays, which I am a big fan of not getting radiated by the sun. So yeah, it's got new indicators in the so it's got the running light indicators. I'm just going to show you. I've got the key. This is the key. I got this cover on it, and it's still on my house keys, so I still haven't taken it off yet. So when you turn it off, you've got this running light indicators. So I've changed those as well. I've done a full dechrome on the car, which again wasn't cheap, and I've put the high speed air vents on here. Well, not air vents, air deflectors, wind deflectors rather. And another cool thing with these is, I'll show you now. So if I unlock it, right, when you open the door, let me see if I can capture this. When you open the door, you get this little running light effect, which matches the color of the car. So yeah, I've already mentioned the brand new brake disc and pads and tires and alloys all around. And inside, the car is in fantastic condition, if I can say that. Like, beautiful, beautiful condition. First of all, it's a Mercedes, right? So you got full leather interior pretty much everywhere. Nice, good quality materials in all the places that you touch. Front and rear electric windows and everything. That's normal. You can lock and unlock the car from the passenger side as well, which is great. The seats themselves, again, are in fantastic condition. There's no tears or rips or anything like that on the seats anywhere. In here, you've got a nice, big, deep glove box with your owner's manual and everything in there as well. And I love the silvery effect on the dash here. That looks really nice as well. And let's have a quick look over at the rear. Plenty of space in there. Now that seat is pushed all the way back, and that was for when I was taking photos, just to make sure I get like best photos. Oh yeah, sorry, forgot to mention, fully tinted rear windows. It's limo tint black. So on the sides and on the rear, obviously I didn't put anything on the sides because it's not legal. So everything I've done is within legal parameters, right? Including the chameleon tint, that's legal as well. So absolutely nothing illegal on here. You've got, again, the same quality materials going over to the back as well. The rear seats, I think I've had about a handful of time people sitting in the back. It's usually just me and my wife, and yeah, we haven't got anybody sitting in the back. Armrest, big chunky armrest with some storage in here, and then you also have two cup holders in here for the rear passengers as well. And then that just folds in just like that. That goes down, that goes up. In there you've got it's plugged in. I've got a dash cam fitted. You can probably see it right there. So the dash cam, I'll leave it with the car because I've put the wiring and everything through, so there's no point in taking it. But it is a really good dash cam. It records front and rear as well. So you've got another camera at the back here which records over at the back, and you can get, it is a Wi-Fi enabled dash cam, so you can actually get real time video on your phone about what's happening. You've got front and rear parking sensors, and not just regular parking sensors. It actually has the self-parking feature as well, which is absolutely nuts. Like, it is mental. I love it because if you find a parking spot somewhere, you can just set it and it will do everything on its own, so you don't need to do anything. Rear tail lights tinted as well. Again, everything is absolutely legal. I made sure that everything was legal. I don't want to get pulled over by the police to tell me that that's not right. And yeah, sorry, it's really dark outside and it is raining, which is not fantastic, but let's hope I can finish with the outside shots soon. I've also put the rear spoiler on here as well. Again, shiny gloss black, which matches the alloys, matches the front grille and everything. So that was another thing I've done. Plus, I've changed the rear badge to a black one. Full dechrome down to the exhaust pipes as well, and obviously the gloss black number plate as well. Boot, absolutely massive. There is plenty of space in the boot. I've also put this LED strip all around the boot, and again, you'll see this in the dark at night when I do the night shot, the night video. It illuminates the whole boot, which is fantastic if you have plenty of things in the boot. In there, you've got some storage. Like I said, the boot is absolutely massive. And then underneath here, you have your AdBlue tank as well. You got an air compressor over there, locking wheel nut and everything else is in there as well. So the AdBlue makes it ULEZ compliant, basically. Right. Ooh, I think the sun wants to come out, sort of. Right, let's move over to this side. Cosmetic-wise, the car is in very good condition. There is only one minor little thing to it, which didn't bother me that much. But I mean, I could have done it, but it just didn't bother me that much, to be honest. And it's here. It's got just a little bit of a dent, just there. But it's about the same size as my pinky, so it really didn't bother me that much, to be honest. And yeah, it's there. Anyway, let's have another quick look behind the driver. So like I said, the seat, I mean, look how far back it is compared to the B pillar, which should be there. So yeah, it's pushed all the way to the max, so you wouldn't be driving it like that anyway. And again, just to show you how the rear seats look like, which are in impeccable condition. They look absolutely fantastic. Right. I'm still trying to think if there's anything else I've done at the front. No. I've serviced it. I think I've done 10,000 miles since I bought it. Pretty sure I've done about 10,000 miles since I bought it. I've serviced it twice in that 10,000 miles. I usually service my car every 5,000 miles, and happy days, that's going to change now with an electric car, so I don't need to bother about that. But yeah, every 5,000 miles I service a car. I've also used Ceratec, which is something to mix up with the oil when you put it in, and it lubricates all the parts and it makes it run smoother and for longer. I've serviced the gearbox, so it's just had a gearbox service. I put a brand new thermostat in it because the water, at one point I was driving it and then the water just took forever to go up to temperature, and I was just a bit, what was going on? I took it over to my mechanic. He said thermostat is having a hissy fit. I said, okay, yeah, change it. I was like, yeah, but you can still run. No, 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 change it. So yeah, it's got a brand new thermostat. That's pretty much it in terms of like mechanic works. There's not much else that I've done to it. Because it drives absolutely fantastic. It drives lovely. Right, let's have a quick look over at the front here. So you got front and rear electric windows, electrically adjustable mirrors. You got a lock and unlock button on the driver's side as well. And then this is the driver's seat. Again, it's in fantastic condition considering the age and the mileage, which is crazy. It is part electric as well. So to slide it forwards and backwards, it is manual, but to adjust the backrest and to raise it and lower it, it is fully electric. Right, let's jump in. Tell you what, this is probably one of the most comfortable cars I've sat in. And I know I usually say that Lexus and Volvos are probably the most comfortable cars I've ever driven. This is not very far off. And it's in fantastic condition. As in, like, it really takes care of my back. So, happy days. Right, key. Does come with 2 keys as well. Pop the key in the ignition, which is over here. Now, here's a little secret about Mercedes. So, when you twist the key, you know, with a normal car, you twist it and you hold it there until it starts and then you let go. With Mercedes, you don't have to do that. So, with Mercedes, what you have to do, let me see if I can. Here we go. Right. So, you twist it to the on position like this. Right, so I've got all the lights in the dash and everything, and then you do that. I don't know if you've heard that start recording bit. So that's the dash cam, which started to record now, and like I said, it is recording front and rear as well, so that's good. So yeah, with the Mercedes key, you don't have to keep it like this. You just do one click and wait, and then the car will start on its own. Right, cool. Steering wheel. Change the steering wheel as well. So the one that came with the car was completely round. I got one with the flat bottom. Looks sportier, and I liked it more than the original one. So yeah, that's it. It is a multifunction steering wheel, so you can control with this part here. You control everything in that screen there. And then with this part here, you've got your volume up and down, answer and reject a phone call, voice assistant, and to mute your radio and media. It does have Bluetooth streaming as well as phone connectivity and everything. We'll get to that in a second. The steering wheel, obviously, it is leather wrapped, so it will stand the test of time. It's not like those plasticky, rubbery ones that disintegrate in your hands as you use them. No, this one is very sturdy. Looking behind the steering wheel, so over here, if I'll show you this one, this is your cruise control and speed limiter. Works absolutely fine, no issues at all. And then over here, you've got your indicators as well as your wipers, because you're probably going to see that over on the right side, you've got your gear shift. So there's nothing on here. You're change gears from this lever here, and it's so easy. You get used to it so quickly. You got these flappy paddles on the back of the steering wheel, so you can put it in manual mode if you want to like drive it like manual. I don't know why you want that, but anyway. And then you've got your dashboard over there. It's very simple layout. You've got your fuel gauge over here, water temperature over there, speedometer big in the middle, and then rev counter over to the right. And then in the middle there, you also have this digital display, which you can control from here. Currently, you can see there, it shows the current miles. So that's actually how many miles I've done since I bought the car, 9,720.9. So yeah, I've reset that the day I bought it just to see how many miles I was going to do. I've done less than 10,000 miles in it. And the odometer is 149,837. Now, that might seem high to some people, but trust me, it isn't. These cars are renowned for doing hundreds and hundreds of thousands of miles. I genuinely don't know what that beep was. I think it's from the sat nav. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, these are renowned for doing, like I said, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of miles, because for example, taxi drivers in Germany, they all use E-classes, and they've done well in excess of 600, 700,000 miles, and they're still strong. The engines are absolute bulletproof in these cars as long as you maintain them, right? It's the same story with every car. It will last you. I mean, yeah, some of them are not as good. For example, like an EcoBoost from Ford or a PureTech from Peugeot, or um, yeah, some other engines are not as good. Um, but still, with the proper maintenance, they can still look out for you. Um, these ones, they're absolute tanks. They're bulletproof. So yeah, this one has been serviced and it's been very, very well looked after. So yeah, don't let the mileage put you off. It is an absolute unit. Everything has been done to it, right? Not like done to it. It's everything has been done to it. So yeah, 149,837 miles. Then you've got a temperature, 15 degrees, and then you've got your reverse neutral drive and park. Now, if I use this, I can navigate through different options. So from reset, I've done 4,801 miles. So I was planning on doing another service in 200 miles again. But obviously, you don't have to service it every 5,000 miles. I do that because I'm an idiot. But you can service it every 9,000 miles, even 10,000 miles, as long as you don't go over that. But I'll probably say 8,000 miles is the sweet spot. And then from start, 51% from start eco display, distance, and then back to this. And if you go left and right, so you got Navi, audio, telephone, assisting graphic, ESP, collision prevention, attention assist, service, 0 messages, so no faults whatsoever. You got the tire pressure in there as well, and then settings, instrument cluster, lights, vehicle convenience, and all that jazz. Right, let's go back. Usually I like to keep it on either speed that I'm doing, like digital speed, or the distance, which shows you how much fuel you've got left. One or the other. Right, at the top there, you see that little black bar? That is your front parking sensors. And you have another one in the rear as well. Don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's right about there. So, there. That's it. Anyway. And then a little bit lower here, you've got your main display. So you see you've got your sat nav. I think this is using the Mercedes MTG 5.0 system. So you can actually have like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto enabled in this. It's not enabled at the moment. I was never too bothered about Android Auto and Apple CarPlay because you can see down here, I've got my phone holder. So I used to put my phone on here, just like that, and I could use my sat nav and everything from the phone rather than using it on the screen. Plus, I prefer to have it here. It was close to my hand if I needed to check something while I was stationary in traffic. Okay, at a traffic light, never on my phone, or even pulled over, rather. So, yeah, I have my phone here because it works great. You can take this off if you want. I mean, I can take it off if you don't want it, but if you have an iPhone, then this will be fantastic. It's a fantastic position. Another really good position, really good thing to have it there is in the summer when it's very, very hot outside. And let's say you have your phone and your sat nav, it tends to overheat and then it turns off. Now, obviously, if it's really hot outside, you're going to turn on your AC, which works absolutely fantastic, by the way, because I've had it regassed as well. Of course, I did. So if you have your phone here, you're going to have cold air blowing on the back of the phone, cooling it down. So you're not going to have issues with the phone turning itself off. So, yeah. You've got the phone support here, so you can remove it if you want to, obviously. Actually, let me just quickly move over on this side. This is where your lights are. So you've got auto lights. There's not much to tell you here. So you've got auto lights, so you can leave it on auto, and then the car will turn the lights on and off as and when it needs to. and then you've got your front fog lights. Speaking of lights, let me see if it's going to work. All right, okay. So no, it's not going to work because the lights are not on. So this actually has adaptive high beam assist. Now, what that does is it automatically turns the high beams on for you and it turns it off, right? So when you're driving at night, you push this forward like this, and then the high beams will come on and off as and when it needs to. So if there's nobody in front of you, the high beams will light up the way. If there's a car incoming, then they will turn themselves off. But this is not like a regular high beam assist, okay? So it's not on, off like that. No. These witchcraft and wizardry kind of thing that they've done in the headlights is absolutely insane. The light bends around the car. So if you've got a car coming from the opposite direction, your high beam is not going to turn off automatically. It's going to bend the light over the car, and I've never been flashed once. So, you know, when you drive and you forget your high beams and you've got the drivers trying to flash you because you're blinding them. Not once have I ever had this in this car while the high beams was on. You can still perfectly see what's happening in front of you, but the driver from the oncoming car is not getting dazzled at all, which is mind-blowing. Or, and again, this is absolutely crazy. Let's say you're driving and there's a car in front of you going to the same direction, right? What happens then is the light bends in both ways. Like you can still see, it's like bends around the car from both sides, and you can still see further ahead of where the car is, but it's not blinding the car in front of you. It's honestly, it's mental. You have to like see it when you drive the car at night to see how insane those lights are, and they constantly move left and right. If there's a car, just to keep it outside of the high beam light, it's just mental. Like I think I've spent about 5 minutes talking about the lights, but they are insane, like absolutely insane. They bend around the corner when you go left and right. So let's say you take a right somewhere, then the lights will bend towards the right, so you get better visibility around the corner. It's just insane what Mercedes have done with these lights. Absolutely insane, and I love them. I wish. Now my new car has the adaptive high beam assist, right? But nowhere near as good as these. Not even close. It's not even in the same ballpark. So it just turns them on and off. If there's a car coming, turn off. As soon as you pass that car, turn back on. This thing just it's like the last light bender. I know it was the last air bender, but this is the last light bender because it just bends light like crazy. Honestly, you have to see this. If you have a chance to test drive one of these with an adaptive high beam assist, I urge you to do so because they are fantastic. I absolutely love it. Anyway, enough about lights. Down here, you've got your handbrake, so you can probably see you've got a third pedal over there. So you've got your accelerator, brake, and that little thing. That is your hand/foot brake, right? So you don't have an actual handbrake over here, and it's not one of those stupid buttony press electronic handbrakes either. It's a mechanical one, which is fantastic. And to disengage it, you just pull on this. So just to show you, so you press it like that, and that engages it, and you can see you've got the light in there. Come on, for the handbrake, there it is. And then to disengage it, just pull on this, and you're gonna see it on there disappearing. So you pull like that, and that goes away as well. See, easy as that. Right, cool. So enough about lights and handbrakes. Right, let's have a quick look here. So underneath the main, actually, let me just quickly show you the display. So you've got navigation, radio, media, telephone, and vehicle. Let's say if I go to radio, sounds absolutely lovely. And you do have FM and DAB radio as well, which is fantastic. Let me just go back. Media, so like I said, you've got Bluetooth streaming as well, so you can stream directly from your phone onto it, and there's no delay. I found in a few cars the Bluetooth has a delay, so if I want to watch a video or a podcast or something, the voice, not the voice, the image on the screen is about half a second ahead of what I'm actually hearing. So you can see people moving their mouth, but then the sound comes about half a second to a second later, and it's just so annoying. I just hate the when that happens. This one, absolutely no lag. And then you got vehicle over here as well. So on here you got consumption, owner's manual, time, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, it's very simple to use. And then obviously, like I said, you've got your navigation, which works absolutely fine. Moving a little bit lower, you got the two air vents I was talking about, and you got this really, really nice, classy clock, analog clock on here. Some people hate it. I absolutely love it. I think it's a brilliant touch from Mercedes. Plus, you've got the Mercedes logo on there as well. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. And the way it's backlit at night, it looks sweet. It looks really nice. It's classy, right? It's a Mercedes. It's a classy car. But yeah. You've probably noticed this little strip here going along that. Yeah, that's the ambient lighting I've had fitted, and it is insane. I absolutely love it. This actually has the symphony ambient lighting, so you can have, it's like a rainbow color effect where all the LEDs are different colors, and it looks really sick, especially this is how it looks at night. Well, you can't really see it. It also has lights you can see in the door bin pockets there, and also at the door handle. So you can control those lights individually. You can have different lights. Plus, there's footwell lighting as well, and again, you can change those to whatever color you want. And yeah, it's just insane. I mean, like I said, I will put the night shot video of how the car looks like at night, which is insane. How well it lights up, and it looks really. You can dim it down, or you can just make it as bright as you want. So that's really good. I'll show you that's probably one of my favorite features that I've done in this car. It wasn't cheap because I've had two LED strips, so I had one down there and then another one up there, so two on each door, plus this big one here, which goes to there as well, plus the footwell, plus the door bins, plus the door handle. So yeah, it wasn't a cheap job. But it looks really, really nice. Anyway, moving a little bit low, you've got your excuse me, you've got your radio here, and it works absolutely fine. I showed you earlier. So you got radio, media, navi, telephone, off, car settings, reject and answer a phone call. This is for your presets. And then you also have a CD player, which people still have CDs, I don't know. And then over here, you've got some buttons. So you got heated seats, you got front heated seats, and they work absolutely fine. Your hazard lights, your eco button, which is the start stop, which it has a start stop delete on it. So the car will not turn itself off when you stop at a traffic light. I absolutely hate that thing. I hate it with a passion. I just think it's completely pointless. So the start stop will not work. Parking sensors, like I said, front and rear, and then this is the driver's heated seats. Over here, you've got your climate control, and you do have a dual zone climate control, so you can have two separate temperatures. So let's say the passenger wants 20 degrees, the driver wants 27 to 28 degrees, because they're mental, both of them. You can have that, okay? Or you can press zone, and that will match the passenger's temperature to the driver, and then you can adjust both by just using one instead of both dials. Recirculate, max front window defrost, zone, auto, AC, rear window defrost, off. This is for the fan speed, and this is to change modes where you want the air to come out from. It's very simple. Right, let's put this back on auto. Moving a little bit lower, you've got your center console here, okay? So this closes up just like that, and it's nice and sleek. And again, this silvery effect matches the dashboard there. It's really, really nice. You can open this in 2 stages, so you can open it like this once, and you've got your 2 cup holders here, or you can open it again, and then you've got a little bit of storage here and a 12-volt socket in there as well. This comes off very simple like that, so you can remove that if you want some storage, but obviously I would keep the 2 cup holders because they are more practical than just having some empty storage there. And this is to lock this in place, okay, so it doesn't come off. This is a button to switch it from Eco to Sport and back to Eco again. So when you press that button, you see you got that little E, the green E in there. If I press this, it changes to S for Sport, and then you press it again, and then it changes to Eco again. This is the swivel wheel that you'd use to control the main infotainment over there. All right, and these are just some shortcut buttons. Over here, you've got a nice big chunky armrest, and another really cool feature about the armrest is you lift this up and then it opens up like that. But what is cool is, let's say you have your passenger and they have their hand here and they don't want to move their hand because why? And you still want to get something from there, you can do very simply. You pull on that and it just lifts half of it, the other one stays in place. You can put your hand in, get whatever you need, and then close it back down. So cool. You also have 2 USB ports in here as well, and then some more storage in here for different other items. Moving a little bit higher, you've got your auto-dimming rear view mirror. So there is a little sensor. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It is barely noticeable. It's just up here. There is a little bit of oh, there it is. Now you can see it. So there is that little sensor there, and that is to automatically dim the mirror for you. If you've got somebody driving behind you with a high beams on, the mirror will automatically dim itself so you don't get dazzled by the traffic behind you. And then this was the most expensive visual upgrade that I've done to it. Yeah, it's I haven't removed that. I'll take it off. In here, you've got your interior lights, which work absolutely fine and nice and bright. And this is a strange one. So obviously, you've got your rear dome lights, which work again absolutely fine. This is if you have the door opened, and this is to turn the lights on, right? You see you've got these 2 on the side as well. So I actually thought that if you press this, it turns both of them on. But if you press this, I thought that this should go on, or that. And I'm like, no, why is it not working? Surely it should have worked. That's because those lights are actually under the rear view mirror. So for example, you press on this light here, and they are under the rear view mirror, and they actually both work, of course. There you go. But it lights up exactly in your lap here, so it's not bothering the passenger, which is again a really, really nice bonus thing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know if I'm gonna do another night shot video, to be honest. I know you're probably expecting it. I don't know, because let's see. Let me see how well you can see inside. Yeah, I'll probably do one, to be honest. I don't know. You can see this light up star in there. That looks really cool. That looks really sick. Actually, do you know what I'm gonna do? Because I already have a couple of photos I've taken. Instead of cutting the video, I've already got a couple of photos I've taken with the car at night. I'm gonna put them here somewhere, right here somewhere. You're gonna see how it looks from the front, how the star looks like, right? And you're gonna see how the interior looks like with all the fancy lights and everything. So I'll put a couple of photos on here. It's probably easier than doing a whole new video at night with the car. But yeah, if you have any questions about it, I will I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. But yeah, there's literally nothing. Nothing wrong with the car or anything. Let me just move my seat forward a bit. There we go. Right, I'm gonna go and park this baby up. So, reverse, put your foot up, reverse, and then just let me see if it's gonna let me do the self-parking thing. So to self-park it, right, here we go. So in the dash here, well, not in the dash, see that little P? That's for parking. So it constantly scans parking spots over on the left side. If you want it to look over on the right side, you have to signal right. Otherwise, it'll find them on the left side. So let me see if it's going to find this parking spot here. It should do, but just in case. No, hasn't found it yet. There is Mr. Joey. I'll be with you in a second. Right, sorry about that. I had Joey. Joey is um, my touch-up paint guy, and apparently it's one of the guys' birthday today at the garage, and I didn't know about it. And he came over with a happy birthday card, so I can sign it, and I just did. Sorry about that. Right, let me see if I can. If this is gonna work. If it's gonna let me find the parking spot. Come on. No, it's not gonna let me do it. Let me try it again. Because I want to show you how the self-parking thing works. Oh, it's such a comfortable ride, honestly. I absolutely love it. Right. Let me see if it's gonna work. If I signal. Oh, wait. Yes. So you see when you got that little light, well, you've got that little arrow showing, that means it's found a parking space. Let's see if it's going to do it. So if I go reverse, see what it says there. Park assist, yes. Park assist active. No, that didn't work properly. Oh, come on. Right, let me see if it does. Didn't work properly. Right. Honestly, it is a lot easier when you actually. Right. Let me see. It should work now. Right. I'm signaling. Right, it's found the parking space now. Right. Reverse. Yes. And it does absolutely everything on its own. Okay, and then it says on there, please select D for drive, obviously. And then you get park assist switched off, as in like it's finished. So yeah, you got the parallel park, does it on its own, which is mental, like absolutely mental. And then you can just pull away. But yeah, it does work a lot a lot easier when you actually have like a parking spot on the side, and it does it automatically for you. It looks for the parking spaces on its own. So yeah, it does pretty much everything on its own. You don't need to do anything. Right, just gonna go and park it in this way. Obviously, it's a lot quicker to do it yourself if you know what you're doing. Those are the parking sensors that are kicking in now. You probably heard them. So you can see at the front ones, I'm getting close. That's how close I got to that car. Right, so if I reverse, you're gonna see those ones up there. And that's it. Right. Well, if you are interested, don't hesitate to contact me. You can find me on 01684 355 032, or you can send me an email at vindemotors@gmail.com, or you can go onto the website, which is www.vindemotors.co.uk. If you have any questions, queries, burning issues, anything like that, leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to get back to you. If you are interested in the car, then again, message me and we can sort something out. This is not going to be priced like all my other cars, like I usually do, like close to market value or under. This is going to be above market value. And I will keep it above market value. I'm not in a rush to sell it, but I will keep it above market value because the amount of money that I've spent on this car, on things that you will probably have to spend money to get them done on a different car. So the gearbox oil change, the servicings, the brake discs and pads, the new tires, the new alloys, the window tinting, the ambient lighting, the front grille, the spoiler at the back, everything that I've done to this car, it cost me money, and it cost me a lot of money. Now, you can either buy a car that is priced close to the market value. Let's say you can buy a car like this for £5,000, right? Just putting in an example, right? So you either buy a car like this, £5,000, with nothing that I've had done to it, and then you end up doing it yourself, and you end up spending £8,000, right? Or you buy this one, which is going to be slightly over the market value, not by £3,000. Obviously, no, I'm not an idiot, but or you can buy this one, which has everything done to it, and you don't need to spend a single penny on it. Like, literally nothing. You just jump in and drive all day, every day. Not once in these 6 months since I've had it, this car has let me down. Not once. So, yeah. It's up to you. But I think it's going to be an enthusiast that buys it. I think it's going to be somebody that's going to appreciate the condition of it. What a fantastic car it is. What's been spent on it. And I really hope it's going to go to a good home. Really, because probably should just listen to my wife and stop doing stuff to cars. As in, like, stop spending money on cars, which I'm going to eventually sell anyway. But I was genuinely hoping that this might be it. But yeah, full electric. So yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for sticking all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, queries, burning issues, like I said, leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to get back to you. But yeah, it's a great car. It's an absolutely fantastic car. Oh, really sad to see it go. But anyway, cool. Right, I'll leave it here. Once again, thank you very much. Take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.